Record. Good, it's recording. A while back, probably about 2011 or 12, I created a lot of videos that was on a journey for me to come out of where I was, the Christianity that I was, and I converted to atheism over, well, I say converted. That's a really weird word, but I declared myself an atheist in 2013. And it was a process. It did not take a month or two, it took years of asking who I was and what I believed, and there's videos up which I think are now private because I do tend to get wordy, but there is one video, actually there's two, how to convert an atheist. There's part 1 and part 2, and I'm going to go back later and watch them, and I might actually delete them. Now, I am no longer an atheist, but I'm not a Christian. I do not worship a God that demands to be worshipped. And I can't tell you for sure where I'm at on that spectrum because I can't prove God, and I will not tell anyone that I can prove God. That is false. That is a lie. That is not a honest truth that I can prove God, but I can prove love. I can prove peace. I can prove harmony. I can show you harmony and contentment and joy, and I could show you what thankfulness looks like and gratefulness, and I can show you what community looks like, and all those attributes that a lot of people think God is, which I used to be very angry hearing other people use the word God. I'm not angry anymore. My anger has pretty much gone away. And I could say the word God without being offended, and I could hear the word God without being offended. It doesn't offend me like it used to. But how to convert an atheist? Well, it's kind of a trick question, because when you want to convert an atheist, you're trying to conform them to your beliefs. And me included, I'm not an atheist, but I'm going to say, what makes you think your belief is correct? What makes you think your belief is the only one? What if you die and you're wrong? You know, then what? You know, so I would say the only thing you could do is to be nice and be respectful. And if you respect an atheist, you will get respect back from them. And I think that's the number one thing that people want, is they want to be heard, they want to be respected, they want to be loved, and they want to know they're a part of the community, and they want connection. And that, that's what they want. People want to be loved, people want to be respected, people want to feel as part of a group, and that you're going to get more respect from an atheist if you ask them questions about how they got to atheism. How did you arrive to atheism? How did you come from whatever? You can even ask them, so were you a Christian before, or what were you? You can open it up. A better question would be, so before you were an atheist, what were you? Or what did you believe? Or you can even say, what did your elders teach you? Or what did your parents teach you? A lot of times we are a product of our culture and a product of those who raised us. And I say that, I word it that way because it's not always our parents that raise us. Sometimes it's our older brothers or sisters. Sometimes it's our grandparents. Sometimes it's an aunt or an uncle that raises us. Sometimes people are foster children, and they are kind of fostered, and they go from family to family to family to family. Some are adopted. So it just depends on everybody's, own thing. And, you can ask a lot of questions. You can learn a lot more from an atheist by asking them how they arrived to atheism and what it means to them. Ask them what it means to them, what value, because they may say, well, I think there's a lot more things in history that we can learn about from history. They may take a history view. They can take a psychological view. They could take a humanitarian view and say, well, there's a lot of people in the world that are very poor, and I think it's better to help them. Or maybe it's not the poor. Maybe it's AIDS research. Maybe it's cancer research. Maybe it's education. Maybe pouring more money into education. And there's different facets of education. You can do mathematics, physics. There's a whole slew of evolution that you can study about the body and the mitochondria. What about the brain? Our brain is so filled, and diet and brain and gut health and brain health are intertwined. And we're just seeing the connection with the keto, putting your body in ketosis, and how your body burns ketones instead of glucose, and how it cleans up the brain. I mean, we're just on the cusp of so much information. Doctors are really not trained in nutrition. They're trained in pharmaceuticals. That's what doctors are trained in. So you can really get to know an atheist and how they arrive there by just asking them, tell me, how did you arrive to atheism? And they will respect you more, and you will get more respect if you just stop trying to convert an atheist to your belief. I don't care if it's Christianity or Buddhism or Jehovah's Witness or Mormon, Church of Jesus Christ Latter-day Saints. It does not matter, because I am going to ask the same question. How do you know you are correct? How do you know what you believe is correct? You're telling me from a holy Bible that this is the way, or another holy book. How do you know that's the only one? How do you know? Because some Bible told you? Because some shaman told you that that's the only way? And I hope that if there are any people of faith, I hope you have a sense to know that you can believe in God all you want. I believe in the Spirit. But I don't go door to door telling other people how to get to that Spirit. I don't tell other people how to go to find it. I don't do that. That's none of my business to go door to door like I used to as a Baptist saying, do you know for sure if you died today you go to heaven? Well, let me show you from the Bible how you can know for sure. It's not my job. It's not my job to do that. That is up to every individual's own personal, job. It's your own job. Just like I did the work. It took me years to come to where I'm at. And, you will gain a lot more respect from atheists if you just ask those questions that I did. And I will go back and look at those videos that I did from, 2011 or 2012. And there's how to convert an atheist 1 and how to convert an atheist 2. And I don't know what I'm going to title this one, but hopefully Christians will watch this, because I'm sorry, but in this country, Christians are the number one group of religious people that like to push their Jesus on people because they believe so firmly but that Jesus is the only way. And there's 1,000,001 ways to interpret the Bible, just to let you know. You can look at it from a historical stance. You can be critical, very critical, and say, why would a God say that? Why would a God tell people to do that? Why would a loving God kill that? Right? You can look at it so many different ways. And the possibilities are endless. And each time you open up the same book, you can interpret it probably 50 million ways. I mean, and the learning doesn't stop. What traps you is being trapped in the whole psychology of what your pastor tells you to think like. That's the whole, trap that I was trapped in from like 1991 to about 2011. So how many years is that? I don't know. 20 years? 1991 to 2011. Yeah, 2011 I said, you know what? It's time to leave the Baptist church. It's time to find another church, and it's time to branch out, and that's what I did. And do I know everything? Hell no. No. I'm not a know-it-all, but I'm not going to tell other people that I know what's right for them. It's not my job. So, hopefully other Christians can start to wake up. Please start to wake up.